races. Yeah, shame to see a couple of the boys drop out of this one, but as all of them will tell you, it's been a trying night. It's the same for everyone. The track has posed its challenges, but that's what happens with a bit of heat of the day, a lot of water going in, trying to get it right, and then it sometimes does move, and tonight's just one of those. But there's still a couple of lines, certainly a good racing line down low. As you've seen, some of them look for that. They can get a wee bit of drive off there, while there is a high line, sort of mid-track at this stage, which is a little bit smoother. But going in through the C.J. Phillips Construction Town Bend, there's a few lumps there that, if you're taking that high line, can get you out of control. Although the Stadium Cars Prism Bend just looks a little bit smoother out wide. Although I can see if you slip out from that pole line, there's quite a ridge of clay there before you get to mid-track. So you've probably got to make your mind up before you go in there. You can't change it halfway through. So it's 36 Glen Jury and the Access man, Brecker Stanton Toyota, who'll lead them round from Tom Lumsden in his CP3 Esslinger. A lot of local sponsors on that car. Hang Up Entertainment, Brian Hum, AS Motors, Corey Duckmanton, Springston Hotel. Here they come for this final of the round, and it's Tom Lumsden who gets the early jump over Jury. He sits up high, Jury tucks down to that pole line. Chadwick in the 7 car shoots down into that third position. Then we go to Gavin Wilkie. Looks like there's a bit of a problem further back in the field of the car, slowing there a little bit. I think it's Scott Miller who's got the issues as he comes in, and it was Scott Bailey who wore the brunt of that. He held up quite a bit, and he's really at the tail of the field. But as we go to the front of them for these it is Tom Lumsden who's just powered away. Gary Chadwick's now found some drive down low. He's shot underneath Glen Jury as he persists with the high run. Gavin Wilkie's in that 4th position. Then we go back to Shane Clark in the 72 from Jack Lowe and Scott Bailey. But purring around at the top of the track now, Tom Lumsden. Something like 80-metre lead over Gary Chadwick from Glen Jury. Gavin Wilkie in the 4th position. And there's a bit of a break in the traffic. We go back to 72, Shane Clark, young Jack Lowe and Scott Bailey. But it's Lumsden just increasing his lead at the moment, not letting up at all as he goes through the C.J. Phillips Construction turn. Gary Chadwick's got his mojo up in that 2nd position. He's got the car percolating quite well. Glen Jury back in 3rd. Quite a bit of distance between them all now, while Gavin Wilkie's in that 4th position. But the interesting part of the track will probably be at the top end of the field as far as any passing's going. It's Shane Clark who's holding out 87 Scott Bailey in the Brian Hum Contracting Rowley Mowers car. Who's just sitting in behind there at the tail of the field. But as Clark and Bailey are the ones that are having the big fight. Out in front it's Lumsden. Lumsden all the way. Gary Chadwick still sitting at that 2nd position from Jury. Gavin Wilkie. Wilkie persisting, sitting down low, while the other boys pick up the momentum. Although Lumsden came down to that prism bend. That's Chadwick and Jury. The high line. They seem to be happy to sit up there while Wilkie keeps it low. So a bit better going on. Shane Clark's holding out Scott Bailey, but Bailey's sitting up a little bit higher. We'll watch him this time as they go down into that Stadium Cars Prism Bend. And the other as they both took the high line. And past the start finish they go. Still Shane Clark in that 4th position. Bailey sitting up high. Jack Lowe's not out of it either. He's just in behind them. But that battle will continue. We'll go back to the front of the field. It's Tom Lumsden who's just going down the back straight. Just about got the whole back straight lead over the 7 of Gary Chadwick and Glen Jury. Gavin Wilkie's in contact with Jury. He just seems to be gaining with his short and run. He still holds that 4th position, but the battle's still going on for the 5th spot. Shane Clark's got, although there's a big move from Bailey, but he just couldn't get out of that turn well enough to head off Clark. So Lumsden's down the back straight. Chadwick 2nd, Drury 3rd. Wilkie just can't manage to get him in. Looks like something happened there. Well, I took my eyes away because Shane Clark still in that, what's that, 5th position. Young Jack Lowe's gone round the top side and Bailey's dropped to the tail of the field. But as they swing on round at Lumsden, he'll click another lap off from Chadwick. Glenn Drury still holding Gavin Wilkie at bay, although Wilkie's closed up on the inside of him at the moment. They're nearly side by side as they go past. So that's a 3rd and 4th position. Glenn Drury, he's changed his line, he's dropped down because Wilkie was getting too much of an advantage. For the 5th position, it's still on. That's young Jack Glover going high round the Brisbane bend. It's coming out level pegging with Shane Clark in the 72. Clark sits low. Lowe goes high. They still come out even Stevens down the back straight. It looks like a young Lowe may have just edged himself one spot. That will put him up into the 5th position. But Lumsden still leads them, although Chadwick has closed up on the in these last few races. Although has Lumsden got a wee problem there. He seems to be sliding, we're not sure with that, but he's taking the low line. Now Chadwick's up alongside him as they come out of that town turn, and the foot goes down and Chadwick goes to the front of the field. Lumsden's fighting back down low, but the car just doesn't seem to be responding down there. Goes away for the win. It is at the moment. The white flag has come out. I'm just wondering what has happened to Lumsden there in the dying stage, because he seems to have lost some power. But it's Chadwick. Gary Chadwick swings round out of the stadium cars, Brisbane Bend for the last time. He'll take out the Southern Series midget round from Tom Lumsden. Glenn Drury in that 5th position. Gavin Wilkie the next one home. And these, put your hands together for them. Shane Clark comes into that 5th position just ahead of Jack Lowe and Scott Bailey.
Well, that was really